Assalamualaikum. It's me, Muasefing, and please have a discussion with me. And the topic today is going to be about why do we grow up knowing so little. So so it's so funny because when we are still a child, we do what we want. Our parents will going to buy us something that we want, and when sometimes from time to time, my father is going to buy me toys, and my mother's always try to cook for me, and as long as I can remember, you know, it's always delicious. It's always I was always full, and I eat a lot, of course, but it was a lovely feelings, and I wish to live like that again. When your parent have all that kind of money, and you are being fed it well, you eat whatever things that you wish, sometimes from time to time, and then we become teenagers, and in our teenagers years we were crazy, and we try a bunch of things, and we easily got into an argument, and I did have my regret to not control my temper that much, but overall my teenagers years was magnificent, and I love every single moment of it. And I remember things. I remember how it felt to be a teenager, to be good looking and something, to be able to have such energy that I was amazed if I look at me right now. I mean, I'm 36, and when I look back on my teenagers years, I can't believe the capability that I have, the ability that I've witnessed. I was so amazed. I was so into sports, and I did quite a lot of things. But now, here I am, but still happy. Then again, when we growing up years by years, it seems like I don't really learn anything. I don't really understand everything. It was hurtful because nobody is willing to teach me anything, and I always need to learn all of it all by myself. And when you have a friends that not very helpful, I guess, because we always talk about works. Let's go work together, let's do this and let's do that, and let invites me to a certain program, and let us be together, and pour money on this thing, and we need money on that thing. Let follow us to go here and there. you know they never really teach me anything. They just want to have fun, want to hang out. And now all of us keep our mouth shut. We don't really being friends with each other. And now when we are all older, they easily judge me for the things that have been done. But they did try to make it not too obvious. They still try to take a good care of my feelings, but it's a funny friends that I have. You why can't you just be gentle with me? Because I know who I am. I know what my capabilities are. We don't have to act. We all grown ups now, right? But then again, why do we growing up know so little? So who's to blame for this particular thing to happen? Not no one ever going to teach me about what is happening around the world. I always need to be the one who try to figure things out on what is things that is going to happen, and I always need to hear both sides to really evaluate and to make my own assessment regarding about the situation that have been going on. and there was a lot of things that have been happening, you know. And especially when I like to browse YouTube and to see the video, it always about the video that have been recommended to me, that is how I know what is going on around the world. It's like, what should be the source that I should be taking from to understand this kind of things, you know. And then you said about the news on how they sometimes was biased, and they're only going to be at only the one side, not the others. And then you have to find a news outlet that saying a source about the other side. So now, you know, I really have to look at what which is being considered to be truth, is, or you know, a hoax. The world is kind of a mess up place, but and it mess up so bad, right? Sometimes when we hear something, we then they say such a thing, and then we we believe them, and then for a couple of hours that have been gone, somehow they are retract the things that they have said. So now we are wondering that a situation where we don't know the thing that they have been told was whatever it is the truth or not. And and then it going to end up to become something that the things that they wish to believe in, you know. Oh my god, the things that need to believe in, which mean that then there doesn't need any evidence, there doesn't need any proof, they just believe it happened, so it happened. So that was bizarre. So talking about misinformation, right? But then again, when we growing up, when we try to be mature, when we getting older, you know, why do we know so little, and why can't there's only one source that tell us every single thing about everything, and why can't human figure out that particular efforts, you know. But perhaps they did do such a thing, but it it was out of my coverage, you know. It's not within my country, so it's hard for me to Google it. I mean, we can Google it, but a lot of things will come out first before we finally find out uh, about their sites. But you know, I think that they can be fine. But man, how much work that we need to put into this kind of stuff, right? But you know, I'm sorry to always going to repeat it, the title over and over again. Why do we growing up know so little? Know so little. It's so funny because do we need to know everything that happened around us? Of course we should. Yes, yes, of course we should. Especially it's regarding about a catastrophe event, a big event that we need to be taking solidarity, solely. So I have no idea on how to say that, solidarity, that thing. And of course we need to give our support to the people who have been oppressed. But oh my god, it was so obvious who is right or wrong, and who is good and evil, and we need to aware of that. Aren't we have already made our decision where we always going to oppose what is bad and evil, and we are always going to support what is good and beneficial? Is that it? Why can't life be that simple, you know? People are being evil, okay, catch that. Put in prison or something, I don't know. But then again, they have to understand where do they did such a thing, you know? What collateral damage? I don't understand what that what's really meant, you know. It sounds like it sounds too fishy, you know. It sounds like you wish to do whatever things that you want, and you're going to be give any reason that you can take off out of thin air. But man, oh man, um, I think that I okay. First of all, okay, this is going to be the fourth time that I say, why do we grow up know so little, and then I keep talking about something else. I'm so sorry, but that we're going to be, but that is the thing that I wish to discuss with you. You know, how do we fix this? How do we fix this? Why can't when we growing up, we know we beginning to know more and more? Why can't, you know, when our age rises up, we got more mature than the next year? You know, it seems like there has to be an educational system that going to always going to be relevant and always going to tell us from time to time on the things that we need to know and the things that we need to understand. Perhaps when we are still in our school, we should have learned everything, every single thing that we can put our eyes on, so we understand how thing works and how the government works, how money works, you know, how the system operate. We should have learned that when we are in school, and we should have been given an information regarding about this thing all over the place. But then again, you know what happened at the school that we once be learning there, that you know we are only being told of the things that we only need to understand, and we need to remember quite a lot of things, and now we already forget everything that our teacher have been teach us all these years. I mean, it's been 15 years from the last time I was at school. You know, I can't remember how many years, but it's been quite a while, a long time ago. And look at me. None of the thing that they teach me right now is beneficial. Let's teach about biology. You know, let's teach about physics and chemicals. I don't do any of that. I just like to make videos and state my opinion. That was it. So, what do you know? What do you thoughts? What kind of discussion that we should have? What kind of new bright ideas that we should being told in order to make sure that things like this we're not going to continue in the near future. You know, it has to be solved at some point. You know, one day we will going to have the ability that we will know about everything, and we should, and that should make us, you know, understand what the reality was, and just for us to be living in a world peace and happily ever after. Why is it so hard to be, you know, for me to request for such a thing, right? But you know, it is what it is. We can always stay stronger. We can still be unite, and you know, if there anything that you wish to share on about this regarding about this topic, and what your thoughts on this kind of discussion, hey, I'm willing to hear for the things that you have to say. So the next video is going to be my last video, and we'll see what the title is going to be. All right, for now, this is my goodbye. Bye.